Oh, hi! Welcome to The Legend of Taylor, a Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast based on the music, memes, and lore of Taylor Swift. We welcome all listeners, so whether you're brand new to D&D, brand new to Taylor Swift, or experts in both, we're excited you're here. My name is Daphne Miles. I play James Stormfury, a Mark of the Shadow elf wizard based on the song Mad Woman. Her pronouns are she, her.
My name is Ray Utarnatchit. I'm playing Reading, who is a forest-gnome barbarian. He's inspired by the song Change from Fearless. Reading is gender fluid, and his pronouns today are he, him.
My name is Lauren Muir, and I'm playing Ricky. She is a tiefling ranger based on the song My Tears Ricochet, and her pronouns are she, her.
I'm Casey Fisher. I'm playing Saracen Shawnadel, a half-elf warlock who has fallen in love with his patron, Akalari. His character is inspired by Don't Blame Me. His pronouns are he, him.
And I'm Lindsay Allen. I am the Dungeon Master. And let's get into it. So, you're all still in this artisan's tent. You just had a vision of Reading's sister, apparently, yelling, "You have to stop," at someone. You heard Rebecca Archer's voice asking for help and asking you to meet at midnight, which Ricky recognized as the name of a small village outside of the neutral zone. You are currently in the middle of the Grace Camp, which you snuck into, for the record, and you're in this tent. What would you like to do?
It's nighttime, right? Like it's well into nighttime.
It's not well into nighttime, but the sun is down. It's early evening.
And Sarashim and Ricky have partial disguises, I believe.
One of you has a helmet.
That would be Sarashim.
Yeah.
And one of you, I believe, has a helmet and the breastplate.
Mm-hmm. That's Ricky.
Yeah.
We did just kill some folk on the ground here.
No, I know that.
Do they have any armor that Saracen could put on, or any of us could put on?
Any of us.
So these aren't soldiers. These were artisans and artificers, but they were human-sized.
Do they have any, like, insignia or badges or like a brooch or something that, like, you know?
On the shoulder, they have a little diamond sky patch, sort of, showing off what camp they belong to, but otherwise it's kind of work clothes. It's a jumpsuit, it's tool belt, things like that.
Idea.
Yeah.
Reading, I feel like you might be more natural in this helmet.
Right.
That I'm clunkily wearing on my head. Can I pass this to Reading?
Sure.
Right. Barbarian.
It's probably the only thing he could wear fit, right? Would be the helmet.
And I'm going to start making one of those people on the ground naked, and I'm going to put those clothes on.
Ricky wants to know, I want her to examine the tinkerer, the artificer, the body, because this necklace attacked him.
Yes.
Does it look like the necklace killed him? Does it look like a single blast of incredibly powerful magic killed him? Yeah.
Roll either a medicine or an investigation for me. Check.
That's your same necklace.
We did talk about this.
Are you wearing a grenade?
I don't know.
Seems weird.
Roll your medicine or investigation.
That was...
The paper hit it.
Yeah.
This is real. That happened. I saw it.
I'm going to redo.
You can roll it again.
That is a natural 13.
Oh!
I do add 2 for medicine.
Okay.
So it would be a 15, but I did roll a natural 13.
Okay, so we'll start with the results of what you figured out, which is that as you're studying this body and you're poking around, you're being very careful, but you're studying whatever. The attack by your new wizard friend definitely took this guy out.
Right, but let's say the Graces were to come in. Mm-hmm. Would it look like he died from the failsafe, or would it look like he died from someone coming in and murdering him?
It would definitely be something worth investigating that they would probably assign people to figure out, but it would look like more than the necklace killed him, and it would look like more than the chromatic orb killed him. But I need you to roll a percentile for your natural 13.
Right. 33.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you can now maximize the damage of the next damaging spell you cast within the next minute.
Oh.
Set this place on fire.
You know,
let's go destroy something.
I feel like
just real fast.
I feel like story-wise, she looked and saw the failsafe in the necklace and was full of like emotional rage that made her power surge, but she's gonna choose not to act on that.
It's probably for the best.
59 seconds left. There's plenty of room. Plenty of time.
Can I try to roll to see if my necklace is gonna kill me if I try to take it off?
Roll an investigation on your necklace.
12.
I mean, it's probably smart not to risk it.
God damn it. She is reeling. She is pacing back and forth. She is freaking out.
Where did you get that?
It was a gift.
From who?
That doesn't matter right now.
Like you?
That doesn't matter right now.
Like, kind of totally matters. It feels like the question, like the next logical question. Almost like that.
Why are you accepting gifts from people who might not like you?
Well, if I thought they didn't like me, I wouldn't have taken the gift.
Okay, well then you think that they liked you.
You know, it's a nice necklace. We all could have made this mistake.
It's true.
And what does it look like again? Just so you can. Is it?
It's a red stone with like a silver backing on it.
But and I think we've established before, like you can move it around. Like it's not like
Yeah.
It's like a necklace?
No.
It's not burrowing into your
Yes.
chest. Like a scarab
fused to
trying
your
to get to your
ribcage.
heart.
On the dude, it was stuck on him, right? It was.
Well,
it became stuck.
it became stuck
yeah,
on
it
him.
started as normal, and then I moved to take it off, or to look at it, really. And the second it seemed like I would take it off, it freaked out and
Interesting.
burrowed into his body, which, did not occur to me as a potential option in terms of my necklace. I didn't think I still am not convinced my necklace would do that, but it seems really risky to try to prove it.
It looks like the same necklace.
It does, yeah.
So-
The one that was on the guy, is it still visible or did it like his body consume it?
No, it's still visible.
Oh,
It's
okay.
kind of sunk into his chest, like it attached itself.
Disgusting.
But I believe I remember from last time that if I wanted to say look at it, I couldn't anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And I do remember, forgive me if I'm wrong, that we investigated a little bit of the automaton of Rebecca.
You did, yes.
We
and
did.
You pulled off some charms that you
Right,
found, one
right.
of which appeared to be a one-time use lightning charm
Yes.
that cast something and glowed with detect magic.
Right. And the heart was what gave us
The
all our
heart
visions.
was what gave you visions.
Right.
Reading has a question for Ricky.
Oh, okay.
So, your necklace looks like the necklace on that dead and charred artisan. This artisan is in the Grace camp. So, are you associated with the Graces somehow?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. What is
Intrigue.
that? Did you run away or did you? I don't know. I mean, you ran away. I could tell from your face.
I have not been back in a long time.
Let's see.
How long is long?
I have not been back in a year.
Okay.
I was not welcome back.
James is just gonna give a little nod, like she's not saying much, but she's not as haunches up around you, knowing that.
Yeah, Ricky's nervous.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Yeah.
want to talk
Yeah,
about this.
Yeah.
No, I was not welcome back. I didn't know if I was going to be allowed to come to the concert.
Did any of these clothes fit, Saracen?
More importantly, what's the fit?
Yeah. How
yeah.
those coveralls
They
fit?
fit pretty good?
They look great.
All right, thank you.
Need
That
some
feels
new
great.
underwear.
Feels good.
I prefer it used.
Oh, wait, we went down to underwear? Yeah, why not? You can never have too much
Use
while traveling.
underwear.
Ricky, you wanted to kill all these people, right? That's what it felt like.
At the moment, there's at least one that I would really like to kill, but he's going to be hard to get to.
How
and
hard?
I don't know if he is maybe going to kill me.
Who? Don't tell us. Let's go find him, and let's go. We'll walk
Can
by.
we guess?
No, we'll know when you slit his throat.
Yeah.
Let's just go walk down.
Sounds good to me. She walks out of the tent.
Right. I mean, we
All right, I follow. If you walk out
I'll
of the
follow.
tent,
I walk out of the tent.
following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I see where the royal tent is?
From where you are, you can't see the actual tent itself because if you remember when you entered this encampment, they have built up a new fence around the entire encampment. And there is another fence in the middle of the encampment around two of the largest tents that would be there, which is easy to assume that the VIPs would be in.
Mm-hmm.
So what you can see as you look out is you can see the wall and you can see the flag again flying that the royals are in residence in the encampment. You see that some of the action has slowed down a little bit. Again, when you came in, it was very like hustly bustly, like people moving around, guards moving around, all of it. It has seemed to calm down a little bit while you were in this tent. People are moving into more of their nighttime shifts and all of that while there's still kind of an undercurrent of tension.
She walks toward those tents, toward the fences.
James is gonna hang back, not follow, but like a very wide berth.
Okay, and remind me what you're wearing. You're wearing the guard.
Helmet and chainmail.
You're
I'm
wearing
following.
the artisan
Yeah.
stuff. You got a
I
helmet
got a
on.
helmet. I guess we're all following.
Okay, and you're a wizard with purple hair.
Yeah.
There's no
Nada.
armor.
There was a second set of clothes on it. Should we go back real quick?
Put that badge on me over my dead body is what I'm saying. Yeah.
So there's a lot of guards out, and as you kind of round the corner pretending like you belong, you see there's probably about 6 guards posted up at the entrance where the fence breaks. Do you keep approaching?
Yeah.
You keep approaching. They immediately go to attention and say they're not receiving.
Why not?
We don't ask questions. They say they're not receiving. You would know this if you were well trained.
Got orders to fix the. I don't know how much you know or how little you know. I'm guessing it's on the latter end. But what it feels like to me is you are out of the know, and I need to fix something. That little robot I had in that tent. Do you even know what I'm talking about right now?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
So you better part ways and let us in. We are on top secret official business.
So the guy you were talking to kind of turns to the guy next to him and goes, do you know anything about this? And the guy goes, no, but I mean, I can go ask, I guess. And then he
Hurry
goes,
along.
Okay, before I ask though, what's with the purple-haired woman with you?
They'll know.
Roll persuasion. Mm-hmm. This will be a contested roll against his insight.
Okay. Would you get?
What'd you get?
I got a 10. That's with a +5.
Oh my god.
I got a 6.
All right.
He squints his eyes a little bit at Saracen, squints his eyes a little bit more at the wizard, and then he shrugs. He's like, whatever. And he goes back to the tent. The other guards are now all watching you. They've been told no one is to interrupt. And the guy comes back out. He looks at you and says, he has no idea who you are. What is going on? He said no one's to interrupt, and he almost threw something at me because I interrupted. So what? So get out of here. You got shit to do. You shouldn't be here.
Yeah, it's fair. I just wanted a break. I just they don't give me breaks back at the tent. All right, get out of your hair. Adios.
Ricky's just standing there because she doesn't have a plan, and she's just operating on like pure panic and anger and like all these emotions, and she's just like frozen.
Saracen is gonna grab her sleeve and kind of give a little like, come on, you should guard our tent while we do the top secret stuff.
She really wants to get in there.
Should we look for another way in? Is there one that has less guards?
James is going to suggest there might be a better time when it's not immediately after the king has just been murdered. We might wait at least a minute, so that they're not going to be...
Or it's our window.
Or it's our window, but...
What happens when the king dies? Is the queen in charge?
So, much like most of us, we Google that when that happens.
Yeah.
But Ricky would probably be aware of the line of succession. And yes, the queen would be in charge.
Okay, that's good news, I think, for her.
Okay.
Specifically. That's better. I think it's the better option of the two. Oh, God, she's going to hate herself, but she walks away for now. She walks away for now, but she hates it.
This isn't so bad, right?
No, we
It's
got to
fine.
find another way in.
Feels good kind of just letting stuff go sometimes, doesn't it?
No.
What are you talking
Said
about?
no one in a D&D campaign ever.
Are there any...
I think we should drop that.
Are there any tents that just happen to have a flap open that we could peek inside? Not in a very obvious way, but just kind of a glance
We're
as
just
we
looking
pass.
for more stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just looking more stuff. As you turn away from the royal section of the encampment, you can see it's nothing but barracks of various guards, soldiers. They're milling around. They have tasks. They're also talking to each other in very low tones of voice. But this is where a lot of the soldiers had been picked up. You had seen as you walked in. Where you had been with the artisan had been more of a working section. That's why you had heard the metal clanking and things like that. It did not seem to have soldiers. It seemed to be more for artisans who would be doing something for the king and queen or for the royal family for whatever whatever reason. You would have glimpsed to your right maybe more barracks with where like the horses were kept and things like that, storage.
What if we set the fence on fire? I mean, what would happen? Does someone have the ability to set a fence on fire?
I think we all have matches.
Yeah, I have a tinderbox.
Yeah. I have torches. You know, I can do a chromatic orb again. Just
At a fence.
with fire, or I have witch bolt, which I would assume would be fire, right?
I love the idea of burning this place down and killing them all. I don't have any spells left, so
What do you mean?
I just carry one around between short rests is what I do. That's all I got.
But that doesn't.
That's what I got right now.
So you can only do one spell one time?
Yes, unless I take a short little rest, which we could go do.
Honestly,
in that
we should
tent.
go get it. Maybe another drink.
To get
Would
a
be
short
nice.
rest.
We're gonna have to leave this area.
We can't
right?
do that. No, we're right here.
We are right here. We don't have to leave here to take a short rest.
Okay.
I'm gonna lead them back to the tent with the automaton. Mm-hmm. It's empty.
Okay.
Except for the bodies.
Except for all the bodies.
Yeah.
Except for the bodies. When we enter, I go, we should hide them first. Probably. I think we forgot that step.
Are there like tarps in this tent?
No.
Blankets?
There's blankets like on the bedroll where
Okay.
he was clearly sleeping.
We should put him in the bed and just cover him with a blanket.
Fake sleeping.
Yeah.
Can I see the tents, like the fence from here, from inside this tent?
Kind of. A little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a corner of it, not a lot.
I have this horn.
What does it do?
It's a goat horn, but it's not just a goat horn. So
Intriguing.
someone gave me this. It's really cool. You can go inside the horn, and it's like a little bar. It's really cute inside. We go hang out there. I'm tempted to bring the dead bodies in so we get rid of them. I don't really want them in my bar though.
Is this making sense to anyone else?
Wait, we can go.
I have a goat
inside
horn,
the-
and inside
so
is
are
a
you
bar.
showing it to us right now?
What? I just don't understand why you're not following. Right?
I don't know how we fit inside said horn.
I don't know either, but I go inside there and it's lovely. There's bossa nova playing. Can I bring other people in my horn?
I don't think you can. It's just you.
So
Ricky
he's just
is-
talking, and we're like staring at him. going,
No.
Blink, blink.
Watch, come inside, and I go inside the horn.
You go inside the horn?
Yeah.
Like for real?
Can you describe what you do in order
Yeah, I was just
to-
thinking that. I'm picturing.
What's your process?
I'm picturing. Was that magic rope or the school bus?
Oh yeah,
show where you
Magic
shrink
School
down?
Bus.
Magic school bus?
I don't know what the fuck this looks like, but let us imagine with our imaginations. I think the way that Saracen enters the horn is by taking it off of his belt. He probably keeps it secured right there on the hip with like 2 latches for safety, and goes, all right, I'll show you how to get inside the horn, and then y'all can just follow, okay? And he kisses the tip of the horn, and I'm imagining that he just poof.
Poof. And the horn
Disappears,
just drops
right?
onto the ground?
Yeah.
So you all see a horn just drop to the ground, and Saracen, who was there, is now gone, with only wisps of like red smoke where he had once been standing. But you, Saracen, your vision blurs before clearing, showing that you are now standing in a doorway, wisps of the red smoke trailing around your body before dissipating. As you walk forward, you hear the tones of a deep bass and the soothing rhythm of that music, as if it's playing from some sort of record player. The decor is very plush, and we would consider that, as humans would consider that, as 70s modern, with a number of papasan chairs gathered in clusters around a mirrored bar, several unidentified liquor bottles lining the shelves behind it. And you hear a sultry voice approach. Finally, you're here. You feel a soft feminine hand caress your cheek before sliding into your hair, a delicate floral perfume with a hint of smoke filling your senses. She pulls you down for a kiss that's both exhilarating and familiar. When she steps back, you are able to get the first full glimpse you've had of her for a while.
Saracen has to sit down. Oh my god, I didn't know you'd be here. I invited friends. Can we lock the door? Do you think we can lock the door? I didn't think last time I came here you weren't here. It's great to see you. Can we lock him out? Please, this is great.
No one else can get in here. Standing before you, let me describe it.
Yeah.
Standing Standing before you, her fingers still in your hair, soft smile on her lips, is Akalari, your patron. Dark curly hair flows down her back, her dark eyes glittering in the lamplight of the room, her dark skin gleaming with elegance and some slight red undertones. Red silk hugs her body, glints of gold and gemstones peeking out. It's kind of dripping in jewelry. This is a woman used to the finer things, and also used to getting what she wants. And after a last tug at your hair, she steps back and heads to the bar. You want a drink?
Yes, I do. Why do I ever leave this place? This is so much better than the world. Everything was so dumb out there. Have you been out there?
I have been out there. I don't recommend it.
No, me neither.
It's terrible.
All right. Well, let's end that.
What have you been doing?
We can stay in here forever, right?
Well,
You have to leave again?
I will have to leave again, but also, darling, you can only be here for a short amount of time. You know that.
It's really nice here.
It's lovely here. What have you been up to? What has you so upset? Tell me everything.
I went to a concert. Do you know Rebecca?
Rebecca Archer?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I've heard of her. She's the princess, right?
Yeah, kind of a big deal. So
if you like that sort of music, yeah.
I know. I mean, a lot of people do. And when we went there, like, I walked in and she was like looking at me from the stage, and batting her eyes. It was crazy. And I was like, I was giving off I was giving off like a vibe of like Taken. I know we haven't.
I should hope so.
Okay, we hadn't really had that conversation, so I just wanted to.
What conversation did you need?
Define in addition to the warlock patron warlock relationship, just beyond too. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't sure because the eyelash batting from on stage felt like Rebecca didn't want to be my warlock patron. She wanted to be something more. Also, I should add, it turned out she wasn't Rebecca.
What?
It was an automaton.
An automaton?
Mm-hmm. And she actually killed the king.
What?
I know, it's awful out there.
She killed her father?
Well, she killed the Grace King. Like I said, it's awful out there. It's stupid, it's boring.
That's insane. How did she do that?
She had a bracelet and she touched it and lightning came out. How much time do we have left for just us? Who cares? Who cares what's going on out there?
Do you have her bracelet?
So Saracen has the bracelet in his pocket.
Okay.
And he says, I mean, it's stupid. It's nothing like your jewelry. It's dumb.
Can I have it?
Yeah.
Great.
It's yours.
Oh no, that feels like it's bad. I don't know that.
Immediately.
Yeah. Also, if you touch the one charm on there, be careful of the lightning one that killed someone.
Okay.
But the heart one, if you touch it, I think you can hear real Rebecca wherever she's trapped. That's kind of what.
That's so clever of her, right?
I guess clever. I don't really know what's going on.
Well, it sounds like she put some power into these charms, right?
I feel like she was calling for help.
For help?
Mm-hmm. From a town called At Midnight or just Midnight. If you know, you know. And I don't really know. But I'm close.
You're okay.
Yeah. So anyway, she's stuck in a town. It's warm in here. I'm wearing 2 shirts, as you can see. I'm just gonna take off.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. You wanna take that off?
Yeah, and Saracen accidentally takes off both shirts. Oh, stop!
Accidentally?
Roll for deception.
Roll for sexy.
Seduction? Is there seduction?
I think if you're trying to seduce, you can do a charisma check.
Okay.
Nice.
Charisma check. That's pretty good. Unnatural 20.
All right. So you guys had kind of been standing near the bar where she had been pouring you a drink, and so you do your, oh my god, I gotta take the shirt off. There's just so many shirts on right now, and you take it off in an obvious seduction ploy, and she smiles, and she grabs your hand and grabs the drink and says, "We've been standing too long. We should sit down." And she pulls you over to one of the chairs and sits right in your lap.
Right.
Do you think there's more charms?
What? Sorry. Is it gonna happen again?
Is what gonna happen?
Sorry. What were you said? You asked a question.
Like,
my ears were ringing.
She starts running her fingers like gently through your hair.
I can't hear again.
The charms, darling, the charms.
The charms.
Do you think there's more charms?
Whatever you want. Whatever you want. Yes.
Amazing. Can you bring them to me?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
You're the best.
Yes. Are the doors locked? Are you sure my friends can't come in? I don't want them coming in right now.
They can't come in. This is our special place.
You promise?
It's just for us.
I was so stupid to invite them. I didn't know this could happen here again. This is incredible.
Did you finish your drink?
Did I finish my drink? No. Can I have more of that? And he downs
The drink. Oh my god, you're drinking so fast.
So thirsty.
I'll say.
So thirsty. So, charms, you got them. Anything.
Great.
All of them.
Awesome. Just bring them to me as you find them, okay?
How will I? He's starting to realize he's making big promises. And he's like half conscious of what he's agreed to. Charms.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Rebecca Archer charms.
Rebecca Archer charms.
If you find more, I want you to bring them to me, okay?
Okay.
Great.
Am I gonna need the one that I gave you already?
Why would you need it?
I made friends with these people out there and they want to find Rebecca?
They want to find her.
Yeah, and they thought the heart one would help us find her somehow.
That's curious.
It
Why would
is.
they think that?
Because she was yelling from it?
She was yelling from it.
Yeah.
Oh, because of her magic in it. That makes sense, I suppose. Well, just tell them that you don't have it anymore.
That makes I can do that. I'll just tell them I don't have it anymore.
Yeah,
If I do find more charms, could we have more time in here?
absolutely.
Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely. But you should probably get back. I think something's happening out in the world.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Are you tired? Should we rest together first?
I don't know that we have time to rest the way you want to rest,
Will we
honey.
have time next time if I find another charm?
We can try, definitely.
Okay. All right. And with that, I guess Saracen poofs out.
Okay. She waves as you go, and you poof out to find your friends staring.
Am I shirtless?
You are currently shirtless,
Okay.
but your clothes did appear next to you.
But we're wondering why he's so sweaty.
Very flush.
Yeah.
And there is the sound of like footsteps, soldiers moving, guards moving around, not necessarily noticing anything, but there is movement in the outer camp.
Did you all get rested?
No.
How long were we there? Is it real time that he was in there?
I would
or-
say that was probably real time.
So we're just all.
We're just staring in bewilderment at
Yes.
this horn.
Probably.
Ricky, I think, has an idea because she can see the tent,
Okay.
which is that
She can see the fence.
I can see the
So
fence.
you're looking.
Yeah,
out.
you can't see the. You can see like the top of the tent because they're tall, but you can see the corner of the fence around it.
If the DM allows, Ricky technically has a thaumaturgy cantrip. I don't know that she understands 100% what it is, but I think there may have been a way that would be used to communicate with a person. Maybe I could create a whisper that would be audible in the tent.
You would have to get in range, which is 30 feet, and you're about 45 feet away from the interior of that tent.
That seems okay. I feel like I could walk 15 feet and send a whisper into the tent that says, I'm here and you can go fuck yourself.
I'm gonna have you roll for probably deception while you're out there before you can
That
cast
makes sense.
thaumaturgy.
That makes sense.
It'll be a contested roll against the guards.
I don't know. I think you popped out of the goat horn and she was like, fuck this. And just walked out. I think she was like, you were like, I have this great idea. And you disappeared in a goat horn for like
This half-naked
several
man.
minutes.
Yeah.
And while you were doing that, she's just been stewing in her head and thinking about all the things she wants to say and how angry she is. And so you popped back out without a shirt on and she was like, this isn't going anywhere.
Sorry, the horn, it was locked. I didn't realize it. The
She's
door
just
was
walking.
locked.
She just
Sorry.
walks out.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Does anyone follow her? Does everyone stay in the tent?
Reading follows.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need everyone who followed to roll a deception check.
Oh, that seems worse.
Well,
I mean, I'm trying to stay in with Saracen.
Saracen is putting clothes back on
Yeah.
inside the tent.
that's probably
So
Yeah.
reading will follow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So both of you roll deception checks for me. You were trying to beat their passive perception.
I rolled an 18.
I rolled a 1. What does Reading do? He like goes out there and his helmet falls off.
Ricky kind of storms out of this tent. She gets her spot within range. She very casually, but with authority still, leans against a nearby post that's there. Guards are moving by, and you're like, I'm gonna go with her. I don't want to be with the shirtless guy, probably. And you go out, you trip on the step. Your helmet falls off.
Yes.
All of that. You're now a heap on the ground, and several guards have stopped to look at you and are like, hey, who are you? And they're now approaching
Great.
you.
Did I get the message off?
If you would like to concentrate on that instead of what's happening with Reading, you can get the message off.
How many guards are there?
That's a good question. Good question.
Yeah.
Also, are you guys aware of this?
No, we're in the
Not
tent.
yet.
You probably heard him fall.
the clang clatter.
You probably heard him fall. There's 2 guards approaching.
Oh, 2 guards. I can.
No, she walks over and she says, that's my prisoner.
Oh. What are they doing out here? Why do they have a helmet?
They stole the helmet. Why do you think I took them into custody?
Why'd you let them keep the helmet? That's insane.
Well, I didn't want to touch it. It'd been on his head.
Oh my God.
I've got a smelly head.
No one's talking to you. She yells at you. Roll a deception check.
Nat 20.
All right. The guard is like, all right, well, you got to get him over to where we're keeping all the rest of the prisoners. You can't just have him out here.
Yeah, no, we were heading there right now. He's just some like deranged fan who climbed the wall. Don't worry about it.
They're all deranged fans, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
Oh, man. And she reaches out and scoops up the helmet. And she's like, all right, good luck. And she marches off with her buddy. And they leave you alone.
Thank you for that. Sorry about tripping and falling.
No problem. Stay behind me.
All right.
She gets the message off.
So she gets the message off.
Remind me what you say.
I said, I'm here and you can go fuck yourself. And then I think she turns back to Reading and she's like, we probably have to get the hell out of here soon.
Let's do that.
It takes a moment. You hear footsteps start to move around. It's easy to tell that it's coming from the royal encampment. You hear some conversations, like the murmuring of conversations are being had, and there's definite guard movement now.
Guard movement, how?
Roll a perception for me, please.
Nat 13.
Nice.
Which, with my added perception, would be a 17.
Okay, so you get the definite sense, and it's easy to kind of predict probably that someone just came out of the tent in a hurry and started telling some guards to go look around and do some patrols. I need you to roll another percentile for me, please, for your natural 13.
Oh, good. 34.
34.
Apparently that's the range I like to roll.
I mean, here's the thing, 33 to 34 is maximize the damage of the next damaging spell you cast with the next minute. Do you have other damage? Do you have a damaging spell?
The look on your face
Second
right
chance.
now.
This really.
You gotta attack within the next
Such
minute.
joy.
Oh my God. What
If you're doing it,
Holy shit. And it has to be a spell?
has to be a spell.
Could I aim over the fence with my short bow?
You just want to shoot just an arrow randomly?
I think she wants to shoot an arrow, like a warning shot, but I think it might surprise her to find out that a hail of thorns comes out of there as well.
So you're aiming your short bow at the tent itself, trying to get into the tent?
Like a warning shot into the, like through the roof to land like,
Through the cloth of the tent
Yes.
into that. Okay.
yeah. Because now I've freaked them out, so I might as well keep going.
Just keep on scaring.
Yep.
All right, so roll an attack with your short bow.
It's a long bow, but yes.
With your long bow. You're gonna roll an attack with your longbow. It's gonna be a pretty low DC for that attack. And then I am going to roll some dexterity saving throws with advantage because you're kind of shooting wildly and you don't actually know where these people are.
For sure.
And we'll see what we see.
It's meant to be an intimidation more than it's meant to be
100%.
a murderous roll.
So roll an attack on a tent. I'm gonna say it's armor class 8 because it's a tent.
And this is new to Lauren as well as to Ricky. So with this, I just use my normal bonus for hitting. Hail of Thorns doesn't add that. It just adds damage.
Hail of Thorns only adds damage if you hit and if they fail a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And the Hail of Thorns is the spell part of this.
The Hail of Thorns is spell.
You have an arrow that shoots, and then the spell comes in afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So to hit, I rolled a 16.
Okay, the arrow slices into the tent.
And it would do max damage.
And it would do max damage.
But it basically, as the arrow flies, just like a rainstorm essentially of thorns attacks this tent. Which, for the record, Ricky is like, what the fuck?
What is your spell DC for that?
My spell DC is 12.
So one person in the tent succeeded. Let me do the other one.
Are there exactly 2 people in this tent?
Hard to tell from outside the tent, am I right?
No.
Fair.
You can see through tent walls.
This person has a 12, so they still made it. All right, so they all take 5.
Oh, yeah, I guess they all take 5.
So who's outside with her? You're outside. You
Yeah.
guys are still
And-
inside.
She's like, what the fuck? And then she grabs Reading by the arm. She's like, we gotta go. We gotta go right now.
So, Reading,
Do we see the Hail of Thorns?
you would have 100% just seen her pull out her longbow, aim, and fire directly at the tent that you guys had just been trying to go. You know it's the royal tent. That went in. You didn't necessarily see anything else, but you hear yelling, screaming.
Screaming.
You hear guards yelling. You hear metal and chainmail and people running around, and you hear, find them! Find who did that! Find who did that right now! Where the fuck are they? Get out of there! And everything
We gotta go.
starts
Yeah, let's get out of here.
going. I'm also gonna need you to roll me a, I guess, stealth check for when you were shooting that.
Seems fair. 21.
They didn't see you. So you grab him and cheese it.
We're gonna go into the tent with Saracen and James. We gotta go right now.
What's going on
We gotta go
outside?
right now.
We're still doing the bodies. Look at, we got them compiled up so it looks like they're having sex. Isn't that funny?
I shot the royal family.
Oh,
I shot them.
Like you
I thought it was a warning arrow, but then a bunch of other like little thorns rained out of it. I don't know why, but we gotta go. We gotta go right now. I definitely hit some of them.
yeah, we should go.
You hit the royal family?
Oh yeah.
Can you do it again with the thorns?
I don't know.
Should we try?
What, right now? No, there's like 400 guards outside.
Right.
I didn't think that was gonna happen.
We should hide in the horn.
I mean,
We should hide in the horn.
You are the only one who could go in the
Hide in the
horn.
horn. I want to hide in the horn.
He wants to hide in the horn.
I mean,
You want to go into the horn and I'll carry the horn as
can
we
carry
go?
the
I want you to know I feel fucking awesome for hitting them because it was amazing, but also I definitely
Right.
wouldn't have done it right out in the open in front of 400 guards, and we
Right.
gotta go.
Okay, we should go.
Now, question from James. Once we get outside, because she knows the neutral zone really well, can she lead them to some place that she would know is a good place to hide? Or just even back to the bar?
I think your main goal is probably getting out of this camp.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
everyone's on high alert
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
There are guards moving. There are guards yelling. They're questioning people. Where did the arrow come from?
I made
Like,
an
you hear-
emotional decision.
Yeah, don't do that.
You should have seen it. It was amazing.
Thank you.
What a great shot.
But James is right. You know, we try to think just with our heads, not with our hearts. Something I always try to
She is.
go by.
She feels.
Just for the future.
Ricky feels alive right now. That is the first thing that has felt good in like a year.
Amazing.
Wow.
Obviously, this is like an encampment that was just put up, so James would have no way of like being able to help them out.
You know
surreptitious
the
way.
direction you came from.
Yeah. So let's get the fuck out.
All right, do we just run?
Do we just run?
Still?
Are we running?
Or
No.
we could pretend like we're looking for
We're
the
not
bad.
running because that is suspicious as shit.
All right, we're looking for the bad people.
Yes, we're
So
looking
think
for the
about
bad people.
looking.
He's our
We are-
prisoner, by
Yeah.
the way.
Prisoner.
Reading's our prisoner. There was a
Okay.
whole thing
We
about
are
it.
beelining.
James, are you putting on that artificer's, are you taking it out of the bed, the artificer's clothing that we put in there?
No.
All right, so then you have to be a prisoner too.
Fine.
So we're
Great.
all prisoners.
So, Ricky, you should like one prisoner by the scruff of each collar, and I'll follow. It feels weird for an artificer to have a prisoner, right?
That's probably true. I should be leading the prisoners, but you should be following me. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do.
We got it. Roll for completion of this brilliant plan.
I need everyone to roll a deception check with disadvantage.
Why?
Everyone's looking for where the arrow came from. They're at this point honing in on what direction it came from. You're going to grab 2 d20s. You're going to roll them both, and you're going to take the lower score.
And it's deception?
Deception.
My non-lower score was really good.
Me too.
We might be fucked.
18 for James.
That's nice.
So I rolled an 11, but then I rolled again, and I got a 10. So
Total with your
that
bonuses?
is total.
Okay.
With my bonuses, my lower roll was an 8.
Okay.
My
Reading.
lower roll was an 8. But I'm a prisoner, so...
High five 8 club.
As you guys subtly high five, the guards come around and they're marching. They're like, "Hey, who are you?" And they go get those guys. Go get those.
Yeah, go get him. Go
Now
get
we
him.
run.
You have several guards coming for you.
Now we
Now we run. We
run.
run.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You sprint out. You hear them giving chase. You hear all of that. Let's do some contested dexterity, I think.
And that's not with a disadvantage?
That is not with disadvantage because now we're just running.
Am I wearing something that might give me disadvantage?
You sure are.
Oh, no.
I still got a 15. Even
I also
with
got a
disadvantage.
15.
I got an 8.
8 club.
18.
Okay.
They rolled an 8. So they're on your heels.
Yes.
Meets it, beats it.
But the faster of your group can reach back, pull you guys forward. They're on your heels for sure. You're sprinting out. You make it out of where you entered. There's still a crowd, obviously, in the neutral zone. If you would like, you can try and blend with that crowd.
100%.
Yeah. In order to blend, I think Ricky would take off the chainmail and helmet, like in a shadowy corner.
Great. Then you do not have disadvantage anymore.
Saracen would also like to take off the artificer's thing, but I don't know if both shirts are coming off. just out of muscle memory. It could happen again.
You just got him on.
It might
right?
just
Yeah.
We're gonna roll, I think, deception.
Deception.
And
All
they're
of
gonna
us?
roll, yes, and they're gonna roll perception contested.
Ricky got a dirty 20.
12.
9 for James.
And reading rolled 18.
They rolled a 14. So they can still see 2 of you. They are heading towards Saracen and James because they can still spot your purple hair. They can still spot your overall shagginess. They're still coming for you. What do you do?
Is there anywhere, for real, to tuck the horn? Saracen's intent being, if there were a little cubby hole, put the horn in there, kiss the tip, disappear.
Roll,
It's gonna say it every time like that.
Roll an investigation.
Unnatural 20.
You run past the stables, you're around several shops, and you kind of find a little nook on the other side of the stable that looks like your horn could kind of
Fit in it.
slip into, if you will.
Yeah, Saracen, he's got an Aladdin's lamp to just hide in, to just disappear. And so he's gonna tuck the horn in there, kiss the tip, and poof out.
Great. So you slide it in, kiss the tip, poof out.
Yep.
Great.
Do I see that happening,
I know,
James?
James is like, where are you going?
does
Yeah,
James
what a
see that
dick
happening?
move.
Well, what
to
is
be honest
James
with you.
doing?
James is going to cast Minor Illusion.
Okay.
And she's going to duck into like the nearest alley, the nearest somewhere that she can just like quickly duck out of sight that they'll probably follow. But then she'll cast Minor Illusion, so it'll be a guard's voice. Anyone that she would remember was like higher up, or at least, you know, whatever, be like, they went this way.
Great. Roll me another deception check.
17.
Okay, we did that contested. They rolled a 4. So you kind of, whereas Saracen bared right towards the stables and around the corner, and you didn't quite see what happened to him, you bared left. So you kind of rushed into where Merch's site was, where there were even more people because people are still there buying stuff for the concert. And then you toss out your minor illusion. Hey, they went that way. And so you see the guards kind of keep running past as if they were following.
Great. And James is just going to stay there for a few minutes.
And Reading and I, we just got away.
You slipped into the crowds. They lost sight of you pretty easily, so it's kind of up to you guys where you think you.
I think we stuck together.
Yeah. Do we look back and we're like, where did
Where did
everyone
they
else
go? Yeah.
You've probably lost sight of them, would be my guess. You can roll a perception to see if you can spot
Yeah, let's
something.
do that. Let's roll. We'll scan the crowd looking for our buddies.
I rolled a 1.
Yes.
9.
So you see kind of like the remnants of some red smoke kind of coming out that is now familiar.
Oh, yeah, we know. Yeah.
You turn around and run right into another person who's like milling around. And she's like, can you watch where you're going?
I'm sorry.
So Reading will grab Ricky's hand and like, red smoke. I know where the shirtless one went.
Ricky follows, and just to state it clearly, the hood is very up because they know who they're looking for.
Right.
So the crowd is still very much there. They haven't dispersed. Like, these are people that were here for the concert. This was the entire reason they were here. However, you, James, can see from Murch's sight, where you're peeking around, that the guards who were chasing ran past. They're searching elsewhere, but other guards have fallen to form ranks in front of the entrance to the Grace camp. There are quadruple the amount that were there before. They are all on alert. They are staring at the entire crowd.
I have a message as a cantrip, and the range is 120 feet. Can I just send that? Because it doesn't seem like I have to see them. It says you point your finger toward a creature within range and whisper.
So you would have to be able to see them to know what direction.
Right. But if they found Saracen on the other side, and I'm still on like the other side of the crowd, would it be us ostensibly be able to see them through the crowd, like across the crowd?
Roll an investigation check.
15.
You clock the moment when Ricky is pulling up her hood to hide those horns of hers and her very familiar face now. And you see her, because she's taller, obviously, than Reading, no offense. You see them. You see them kind of duck around toward the stable.
Okay, great. James is going to then cast message to Ricky and say, you guys meet me at the Black Mutt. Go in the back.
I tell that to Reading.
Right.
Okay.
Great.
When Saracen's in the goat horn, is Akalari there?
Akalari is not there this time. She seems to have moved on to whatever she does. Because you would know she's not always in.
Should we have grabbed the goat horn, though? Because we saw the red wisps.
Yeah, so
I kind of figured that you guys would, honestly.
So we're carrying the goat horn over to the Black Mutt.
Okay.
I think inside, Saracen just announces to no one in case she can hear, because he feels like she's always there. I didn't get another charm yet. I'll be right back. I shouldn't have come in here. I left some people out there. Sorry, I was just dodging. I'll see you later. And then he bounces out.
Okay.
And I don't know, like, is he just gonna fall into Reading's arms, like right next to him,
or like on the ground, tumbling onto the ground?
I think he would probably just kind of fall onto the ground if he was walking with the horn,
right, and
instead of being stationary.
And Saracen expected to come out in that same alley.
Yes.
And it's like, so the little discombobulated. Oh, the horn moves. Hey. Oh my God.
I've got your horn.
Oh, I'll take that. Thank you.
We're on the move.
We got away?
We
good?
We need to go to the Black Mutt. We're going to meet James there.
Oh, I like that bar.
Serve good libations.
So you're all on your way to the Black Mutt right now. 3 of you are together. James is making her way on her own. Anything to do while you're on your way there?
I feel like we should just get to the bar.
Yeah.
And I would just assume that James trusts these people if she came in knocking at the back door and was like, hey, we need to come in this way.
As far as you know, it's up to you.
Okay, yeah.
But they seemed excited to see you.
Yeah.
They seemed all of that. Is that where you go? You go to
Yeah.
You have to head into the space where the concert was held in order to get behind the bar. Mm-hmm. The door to the bar is towards the town center, which isn't necessarily closed off or anything like that. And there's still people milling about everywhere, just chatting like, can you believe that happened? And they're like still kind of secretly trading charms. And so you easily find, especially with you, if you're there first, James.
Yeah, she'll wait outside.
Yeah, you can be at the back door. You all would see her kind of trying to hide in shadows, would be my guess.
Correct. I could either knock or just try the door, which I think, like, even though it's been a long time, this is probably something that she has just gone in through the back before because she's good friends with the barkeeps. So she's just going to try the door and just try and open it.
Okay.
I mean, can we ask her while we're going through the back? door instead of the front
Sure
door?
can.
Sure can. In case anybody out front is looking for us, I just
right.
wanted to make sure that we slip in as inconspicuously as possible.
That sounds like a good idea.
Thanks, bud.
The door is locked.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Which
Can
probably seems odd, but
Yeah.
again, there's been a lot of things that happened.
That's true. That's
in
true.
the last few hours.
Can I do a secret knock?
Sure.
Like an old secret knock?
Do you think you guys had a secret
Probably.
knock with each other for the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Roll a history check then for me to see if you
I like
remember the
that.
secret knock you had.
We're gonna get to hear it, right?
Yeah. That would be an 18.
You remember a secret knock.
Are you gonna do it?
Yeah,
Can
do
we hear
it.
it? We're
You gotta
gonna
do it.
secret
You gotta
knock.
do it.
Okay.
Was that the MGM tune?
I don't know.
Dun, dun.
It wasn't at all.
Right?
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
There's also a lion roar at the end of it. And I'm just mixing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Not sponsored.
Yeah.
Okay, you do your secret knock. You remember it very easily. And there's a few moments, and then like the door kind of cracks open a little bit. You see a familiar eye of Hope back there. James?
Hey, can we just slip in through the back here?
Oh, sure. Yeah. And she opens the door just enough for you guys to slip in. She immediately shuts it and locks it. What are you doing? What's going on?
Well, someone who looked a lot like Rebecca Archer murdered the king of Diamond Sky.
Yeah, I know. I heard that happened at the concert.
Yeah.
Rebecca just totally blasted that guy. That's crazy.
And then
And that's all that happened.
That's it.
well, it sounds like she might still be out there because there was like a hail of thorns
No,
that went
that's-
into the Grace camp.
What?
Yeah, so she's probably out there just stirring shit.
I heard guards running around. Is that she got away from them?
Now you know. I don't know. We didn't see her.
Definitely didn't see anything.
Definitely didn't see anything.
You didn't see anything?
I mean, we saw people.
Yeah, people running.
Yeah, there's a lot of people running. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. It makes me a little itchy.
What do you need? What's happening?
A stiff drink.
Oh, okay. Do you want to come to the bar or do you
Yeah.
want to? Okay.
Yeah. Would I know that if like they have like a back room or like they have any sort of like boarding?
I would say if you know a secret knock to get into their back door, you
Yeah.
know that they have an area full of extra kegs and things for the
Yeah.
bar, as well as some shelves for people who want wine and things like that. It's not like a nice place to hang out because it's a working room
Right,
for them,
yeah.
but it is tucked away from the main rooms where people would be just drinking and
Cool.
having food.
James is gonna just ask her, do you mind if we go in the back? I feel a little itchy being around all these people out here.
Oh, okay. Are you? I mean,
Everything's okay. Everything's okay.
should I?
No.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay.
Everything's good. I don't want to be around a lot of people right now.
Okay.
Everything's fine. We didn't kill anybody or
Oh.
shoot any arrows. We're just getting away from
cool.
the crowds. Be cool.
What a specific thing to say.
Yeah, just in case, we saw a lot of crazy stuff out there. We didn't do any of that.
Well, that's good to know. Can you both roll persuasion checks for me, please?
That would be a natural 1 for James. She was not doing the talking there, however.
Please tell me. I was going to say, please tell me ratings like
Reading
20.
17. Oh, wait, plus 4 persuasion too, so 21.
Okay.
So your story, very believable.
James is just grimacing.
My ridiculous over-the-top story is very believable.
She looks between Reading and James and glances between everyone else, and she goes, okay, if you guys just want to tuck away in the corner there, and she kind of grabs James' hand. She goes, honey, can we talk for a second alone?
Yeah, we can talk.
Okay, great. And she'll pull you away from that room. She'll pull you away from your friends. She'll just be like, can you tell me what's really going on right now?
I will level with you that I don't really know. And there's something going on that we might have to try and get to the bottom of.
Okay.
But
Is it to do with Rebecca Archer murdering
think
that
so.
Grace King?
I think so.
Oh, God.
I'm not sure. I kind of just met these people, but we've been through a lot in the, 24 hours or less that we've known each other.
Oh, God. I thought you knew each other longer. That's
no.
crazy.
No.
Do you think the war is going to start again?
I sure as shit hope not.
Oh, man. I don't know that we'll survive another one.
I sure won't.
Okay. And you're sure you're good?
I'm good.
And you trust these people? You just met them.
As much as I trust anybody.
Okay. You trust me, though, right?
I do trust you.
Okay.
Yeah.
If they start giving you trouble.
Oh, I know. I know.
Cough, cough. Insight roll. Cough, cough.
Well, first roll of perception to see if you're overhearing this.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah.
Perception.
I like the sound of that.
Do you have your ear to the door? We're watching you and
You're
stuff.
reading their lips.
That would be a 13.
Okay, so you can hear probably every other word sort of thing, but you're not really getting the
Not getting
full.
a read enough to see if I could trust this Hope lady.
Yeah, but you can roll an insight probably with disadvantage since you rolled a 13 on that perception, and it'll be contested against her.
I think that's worth a try.
Yeah.
You said
Probably
insight?
stealth because she's trying to be quiet. Yeah.
You said with advantage?
I said
Did I hear that right?
I said disadvantage, which is the opposite of advantage.
Yeah, no, so then I rolled a nat 1.
Your ears suctioned to the door.
You're like banging that.
Yeah.
My horns.
So you can hear him murmuring and all that. You can make out every other word. You don't know if you can trust this lady. You also come away with some stickiness on your ear from pressing it up against the door. It's gross.
I'm going to whisper to these two who are outside with me. I don't know if we can trust this lady. She does not clean the door.
But with you, she will say, okay, I got to get back out there because
Yeah.
we're bustling tonight. I mean, give a shout if you need something, okay?
I appreciate you.
Okay,
Yeah.
lock the door after if you leave, lock the door after.
We will.
you- Okay.
Thank you.
She'll head on back out to the main room.
And I'll join the
Okay.
others. All right, we're good here for a little bit.
Great.
Right.
Where do you think we'd be in the set right now? Like if Rebecca was performing? Is anyone else thinking about that?
What era would we be in?
We'd probably be in the serpent era. So,
What the fuck do
yeah.
we do now?
Well, we heard presumably real Rebecca calling for help, right?
yeah.
We heard her voice.
I feel like we should go check on her.
How far away is this place midnight that you know about?
It's about a 2-day traveling time for you guys.
It's about a 2-day traveling time.
It
Nailed
doesn't
it.
seem bad for like if we get more. What if she has more charms? Or I mean, just to save her too. If we're just looking to save her, I feel like that would be the gratification from saving a person would be a great thing to feel.
Right. Just the act alone of saving
That's
her
all.
would
Yeah.
be enough.
All right.
Sure.
Well, and maybe finding your sister.
My sister could be there.
You
I did
heard
hear
her
her.
there, right?
Yeah.
I heard my sister.
Ricky's playing with her necklace, absentmindedly.
Careful with me.
Don't pull the chain too hard.
Don't take it off.
But she's like thinking and trying to piece together, if we save Rebecca Archer, whoever did this to her was framing her to make it look like she killed the king. What side are we helping? Is there a side, or is it a third person? Like,
If we think about the reasoning that people would want to kill that bastard. Oh, sorry, rest in peace or whatever. And second, what would someone gain from it? Does anyone gain from reigniting the war? Because the tensions are already high,
Right.
you know?
and we can all agree none of us want the war to come back.
God, no.
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 But you're right.
But
Who benefits from
Right.
the war starting up again?
Rebecca's not benefiting. It's not right that she's out there being blamed for an assassination attempt, you know?
Or success.
You're right.
Assassination.
Just an assassination
Yeah.
period, yeah.
Are we the only things stopping a war?
That's a lot of responsibility to put on our shoulders.
Should we tell an adult?
Please don't be in love with another podcast. Thanks for listening.
Now we got this.
Yeah.
We got it. Until we don't.